Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
I love that intro. Shout out to King Dave. Welcome to Sauce in the City late night comedy game show, where me and my funny friends are bringing our brand of fun and games to your late night arena. This is a live show, you guys. That means one thing only. I'm only responsible for the intros. Everything past that, you're on your own. I said I had friends in the studio and I meant it. So let's see who came to play tonight. It's always so fun. First up, we got Dustin Callahan. Hi, Dustin.
Hi, Brenda. How are you?
I am giggling. In 48 hours, I will be a whole nother year older.
How do you feel?
I am glad I made it. Checking out things and seeing how stuff is running. I'm like, well, shoot. I'm glad I made it.
Still here.
But I'm even more happy because you guys have come yet again to play games with me.
Yes. I won Friday. I'm here to win again.
Hey, I love it. Because there's only 7 of you in the studio tonight, we get to add another little segment because, playing games forever, week after week after week, I think we should get to know a little bit more about our contestants. So I thought we get to ask you a question. Which friend are you currently? Are you the innocent one, the instigator, or the one who has no filter? Which friend are you currently?
Depends on who you ask. I'm probably guilty of all 3 at the same time. I'm probably more the instigator than anything.
I like can see that.
Like to get it going, yeah.
Okay, I love it. So you're about ready to help me get it going tonight by introducing the next contestant?
Yeah, I want to bring out the notorious pirate, Crispy Bacon.
Ooh, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Welcome to the stream, Queen.
What's sizzling, mateys? I heard it's about to be somebody's birthday. Pew, 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 pew. So excited, Linda. Happy birthday to my chocolate, wonderful lady sister.
Oh, man, I got the media package. I mean, somebody could have bought me a diamond bracelet and I wouldn't have screamed any louder than I did when I saw the video and the flyer. So well done. I get to ask you, my dear, which friend are you currently? Are you the instigator? Are you the innocent one? Or are you the one who has no filter?
I would like to believe that I'm the innocent one, but however,
wrong.
I would have to resign myself to say that I'm the one with no filter. But I can try really hard. I can filter almost all of it out, but some of the grease gets trapped.
I understand how it goes. I think I got super greasy today, but we'll talk about that later. Seems like you're ready to help me to introduce the next comedic contestant. Who's it going to be?
Well, I want to hit you with a double whammy. I want Nikki and Malfunction Junction because I believe they are the same square tonight.
You are right. Malfunction Junction. Wooka, wooka, wooka. Nikki. Wait a minute. Knew a girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a same. Hey, what's going on, you two? Good to have you.
Well, it's good to be had. Always good to be had.
Lord have mercy. How you doing, Brenda?
I'm doing mighty fine. It's good to see the two of you in good audio and good video. So I'm digging the new look.
Well, thank you. We really didn't have much of a choice. I ain't gonna name no names, but we here and we happy to be here and can't wait to get this thing going.
We look good in the cab of the truck somehow. I don't understand the physics behind it, but it works.
Oh,
It's the
boy. Well, I get to ask you guys, which friend are you now? Are you the innocent one? Are you the instigator? Or are you the one who has no filter?
I'll go first. I forever, I'm the instigator forever because listen. I'll get out there, and even in school and even now, if you catch me at the bar and I'll hear somebody bickering, I'll be like, "You gonna let them talk to you like that?"
How about you, Malfunction Junction?
Well, because I've got no filter, I tend to instigate all kind of things, but I turn up to be the innocent one because I got brain damage. So it's like terrible watching things for me daily. It's amazing.
We're going to have to start a club for you and Dustin. All right. It sounds like you're ready to help me to introduce the next contestant to the stream. Who's it going to be?
I already know who we're going to pick. He's in there and the other outside. He's in the inside on the other side of the truck over. His name's Damien.
Damien.
We can't say his brand t-shirt for whatever. I don't know if you get sued by him or not, but they got pretty good parts.
Oh no, occasional well, hopefully we can get like that occasion right now during the intros. What up, Damien? Good to see you.
How you doing, Miss Brenda? Always good to not see you and hear your voice. It scares me in the middle of the night. I mean, I wake up with cold sweats, not because of alcoholism, but because I can hear your voice saying, "Let me finish. Please, Damien, let me finish. Please, will you shut up, dude? God damn, darn it. I almost cursed. I went to darn.
He almost
and now I got goosebumps. I almost got kicked out right away. Oh my God! Look at the goosebumps. See that right there? Oh my God! And again, all I can hear is Brenda's voice when I'm sleeping.
So it's time for you to introduce the next contestant before you slip up. Let's hurry up and get past this so we can get to the good part.
Well, I have to introduce the new guy because he actually has a one-syllable name, and I can remember it. It's not like Ross did Phil. It's Phil. And Phil, this is a game show, and it's all up for grabs, and I'm going to destroy you.
Hi, Phil.
What's up? Happy early birthday, Brenda.
Thank you.
How old are you turning?
Now, okay, see, you was about to get kicked all the way off the show.
I'll tell you my age if you tell me your age.
I thought about it and I was like, it's going to be on the internet forever. No, we're not going to do that.
Okay,
Phil,
respect.
Welcome to the stream because you have 3 squared. So shout out to Phil Strickland, shout out to Phil Page, and shout out to our new Phil. So we got triplets of the Phils. And since we're just now meeting you in the green room, new Phil.
I'm the third Phil?
You're the third Phil.
Looks like y'all have no filter. How we doing tonight? Did I win? Did I win?
Not yet. Not yet. Tell the people.
No, we've been all filled up.
Hey. Whoever is doing that, cut that all the way out. Yeah.
Phil just threw up a getting sign.
Ooh. Yes. Please no yelling across the screen. Phil, you'll have to excuse the cast. They get excited when new people come around. They can't contain themselves almost, so they just start blurting out like they got Tourette's. But we're going to simmer them down and get them together.
I think it was my no filter joke that did it. I understand. It was a haymaker. It was a good one.
So tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit more about the new Phil.
Yeah, my name is Phil. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I've been doing comedy for like 10 years on and off. And yeah, the Joel Dollinger is our connect who also makes games. So it's very, very cool, you know, how I meet other people in, you know, comedy, and this happened just to be through games and comedy. So that's cool. I'm happy to be here.
Hey, well, we enjoy having you. And whoever has noise happening behind them, mute your mic, please. Put your hands above the screen. Remember what the exercise, hands above the screen, Randy. Thank you. Speed bump. I don't make me call your name. And if you want me to, I will. Hands above the screen. You hear the silence? You hear how silent that is? That's what I want to hear the rest of the episode. All right, Phil, welcome to the stream. And it seems like now I think we have quiet enough for you to help us introduce our next contestant. Who's it going to be?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. How about we introduce the one and only Randy Holton?
Oh, y'all give it up for Phil for paying attention in class. Yay, Phil. I thought you were going to bomb it. I did. All right. Hi, Randy. All the way from Tampa, Florida.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Brenda. It's always fun
Isn't
to be
it
here.
cool? He remembered your name. He didn't bomb it.
I was shocked. I really was shocked.
Randy, you're a good old standby. You have always been my go-to guy. If I can't remember anything else, I can remember Randy Holton. It's the best thing out of, well, you and Tommy D, best things out of Florida. So welcome back to your 9,897th episode. So welcome. What do you think of the new guy?
I like Phil already. He's already thrown a couple punchlines out there. He's on a roll.
I think so. Well, I added this to the show, and I think I skipped over two of you. So I'm going to ask you, Randy, so I can get back on track. Which friend are you? Are you the instigator, the innocent one, or the one who has no filter?
When I was growing up, I was probably the innocent one, but now I'm the no filter for sure. Now I just say what I want to say. I don't care.
I think you did. Okay, Randy, I'm going to be right back. Damien, I don't think I asked you this question, and please don't cuss. We're still in the intros. But which friend are you? The instigator, the innocent one, or the one who has no filter? Like, duh.
I'm definitely the innocent one. Drop the mic.
Drop the mic. I would guess so, and I'm just going to agree for the sake of agreeing. At this point,
no, I don't think anyone.
No rebuttals needed. Thanks. All right, Randy. I think I came back but I didn't ask Phil. All right, Phil. Which friend are you? The instigator, the innocent one, the one who has no filter?
Well, I would say the innocent one. Like, I would really snitch on somebody if I ever got caught up in something. You know, they're serving time. Listen, I don't know how old you are, Brenda. I'm 29. I have my whole life ahead of me. I'm not going to jail over anything. I'm a snitch for real. I'll snitch.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Randy, I'm back, and it's time to introduce the next comedic contestant. Who's it going to be?
Well, first, I want to say happy birthday. And I was thinking, you called the chocolate child. Why can't we make like chocolate figures of you, edible ones?
You know what? Idea in the pipeline. Send sponsorships for Chocolate Brendas. All right. Who's our last contestant?
Now coming to the screen, a bump that is speed.
Hi, Speed Bump. Good
Hello. I would like to start off by saying happy birthday, Miss Brenda.
Thank you.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be here. and I'm definitely the one with no filter. But I like to think that I'm the innocent one because I'm in a wheelchair. Who's gonna blame a wheelchair person?
I think you are definitely right about that. Nobody can blame the guy in the wheelchair. All right. Well, this is tonight's cast. Seems like we got a fun bunch here. We could start it out with a video or something old and stale, but we like new and fresh. So we are going to intro the episode with the opening act, which is usually chosen by the cast. Always a fun time because their reasoning sometimes defy me, but I'm always down to listen. All right, Dustin Callahan, who's gonna take us into my birthday episode?
I say Nikki. Let's have Nikki.
Oh, I love Nikki. She's one of the faves. Okay. Well, I'm digging that. But all of you, okay. I like it. I like it. Why Nikki though?
I like the Southern accent. It's kind of reminds me of being around here. I think it's funny when she says words like biscuits, so I just want to see that. I don't know.
Okay. One for Nikki. What do you say, Damien, aka Dicky Head Ass? That's how you'll know you can cuss. Who's gonna take us into the intro?
Well, like I said before, I think she's the next Roseanne Barr, so I agree with Dustin. I think Nikki Halstead is a diamond in the rough. She used to be coal, and now she's hard as nails.
Oh, I love
Drop the
it.
mic. Drop
the mic. Randy Holton, who's going to take us into my birthday episode?
Well, I don't know if Phil knows it or not, but the name of the groundhog in Pennsylvania that sees his shadow every year or doesn't, his name is Phil.
Oh, I like it. I like new people. I love new people. So that's good. All right, Phil, now it's your turn, and I'm very curious as to what you have to say because you're new to our stream and you've gotten a chance to meet all of our comedic cast. So who's going to take us into my birthday episode?
I'm also going to have to say Nikki on this. I love the Southern accents. As you know, when we did the intros off camera, y'all immediately noticed how I said y'all when I was talking to y'all. So you know what? I got to go with Nikki. I got to stick with my Southern people.
Hey.
I love it. Okay. Love the newbie energy. Speed Bump. Who is taking us into my birthday episode?
Well, as much as I love Nikki, I want to see the new guy, Phil.
Okay. The race is heating up. Let me see. I think we got three Nickies and 2 Phils. Already. Yes. Okay, good. I'm on point so far. Okay, Speed Bump. Malfunction Junction. Who is going to take us into the episode? It's my birthday.
I got a front row seat for it. I mean, much as I'm into grounding new people, I'd like to see what Nikki does outside of like a heavier influence.
Okay, gotcha. I like how you put that. See, people think you slow, but you're not slow. All right, Nikki.
Talk slow. I ain't retarded.
Oh no, he says that. I don't. All right, Nikki. Who would you like to see take us into my birthday episode?
We just gonna keep on heating it up here. I vote for Phil. By God. Now what?
By God. My God. Okay, so we have 3 for Phil, but we have 4 for Nikki. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what that math autistic thinks.
So Bacon, you could either tie it up here, or you could push Nikki over into the winners category. So who's going to take us into my birthday episode? Hold on before you make your decision. You know I love New Funny. And he said y'all, and I love New Funny. However, Nikki makes me laugh. From the day that I met her, her first word just tickles my soul. So think and talk it through. Who's gonna take us into our birthday episode?
Y'all didn't like the way I say busted biscuits? What's she so special for? That hurts my feelings.
She says biscuits.
I love Nikki to death, and she knows that's my boy Blue, but that this whole thing made me a little green. I'm just saying.
Oh,
So I'm ready to somebody make me feel better, and I'm ready to get all filled up. So I'm voting for Phil. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Whoa.
We have 4 for Nikki and we have 4 for Phil. What I am going to do is we are going to do a double header because it's my birthday. And I can do what I want. So Phil, because you're the new guy up, I am going to give you 3 minutes. It does not have to be jokes before the love of late night.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
That'd be
It'll
funny.
be funny.
God's sakes.
It can be. I just gotta be funny for 3 minutes.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh, okay. Tell me when my time starts.
Now.
Starts now.
It's already started.
Yes.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's do some jokes.
No pressure.
All right. All right. So being from the south, we got a lot of fast food places down here. Do y'all have Zaxby's? Y'all have Zaxby's?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Give it up for Zaxby's. Let's give it up for Zaxby's real quick. Give it up. I worked at Zaxby's, and they like to replace a lot of the S's with Z's in the menu items. Like except for salads, they'll have like Zalids. It's different. It's like healthier or something. I didn't know that's how they talk though. They really confused me during the onboarding when they were like, "Hey, we take sexual harassment in the workplace very seriously." I was like, "What?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're trying to get your salad tossed. This isn't the place." And I was like, "I'm on the salad station." They're like, "No, there's too many ZTDs floating around the franchise at the moment." Coming straight from the CEO's mouth. Filled it off from the Nissan Z. All right, that's enough of that joke. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Let's see. My grandpa, he's from the south. He was a good guy. He was a Titanic survivor. Yeah. He sat through that whole movie. I don't see how he did it. It's not a good. He's like a hero to me. My brother, he just came back from vacation, and he's doing that really annoying thing where he's pretending like he's not even from here anymore. Like he hasn't showered in weeks. He's mispronouncing English words, and when he greets me, his own sibling, he kisses me. And I had to go like, Daniel, you're not from West Virginia, like he was just stuck in vacation mode. Let's see, how much more time I got on this 3 minutes? I'm trying to see what other stand-up bits I could squeeze in here.
Go till you see a dog.
Do I see a dog? Okay. Speaking of dogs, I like reading dog adoption ads a lot because they're all written in first person as if like the dog wrote it. But it kind of bums me out when I read one and it's like, "Hey, my name is Baxter. I've been here quite a while, so no pressure, but I've overstayed my welcome at this kill shelter, so add the cart." It bums me out, But I think they're missing the opportunity to sell these dogs, right? Because if they're writing the bio in first dog, they should have one that's just like, "What's up? My name is Rufus. As you can see, I could type." I think 300 words per minute, over 1,000 in dog minutes. They could really make it look like the young Sheldon of Shelter Dogs. I think that would be cool. Oh man, what else? My roommate is out of town, so I've been walking around the house naked because he usually does my laundry, so I don't know what to do. Let's see. That probably wasn't the best closer, but I feel like my 3 minutes is coming to an end. See if I can squeeze anything else in there. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I have a bidet. Do y'all like bidets?
Yep.
Yeah.
Love
I'm
my
not
bidet.
gonna
I use it recreationally. You know, a lot of people will shit on bidets. I don't think they're using it correctly though, you know. But my least favorite thing when people had bidet. Oh, here we go. Great. Look at
Oh, geez. Well, very nicely done, Phil. Take out some of the uhs and we'd have had like a whole performance, but very good. I am going to give you a chance to get some points on the board right away. We're just going to jump out the gate. We like to play this new game around here. So we have to put up the new game graphic, right? And this is called Test Your Funny. And we've been playing it for a little while, but it's still considered a newer game because it's not in the card deck yet. But what will happen is I will give you 5 points if you can stay in the AB range. Okay, GPA, AB range. Okay, if you can hang on and get all A's, I'll give you 10 points if you can hang in there and get on the honor roll.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
Ooh.
got me? All right, so
I didn't graduate high school, but yeah, I'm in. I'm ready.
hey, well, let's see if we can make it better in the future. So who's going to be your first grader?
You know what? I'm gonna say Damien.
Now, Damien is a straightforward kind of grader. So you started with a tough one. So let's see what we're doing. All right, Damien. A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, he got me choked up when he said he didn't graduate high school. I mean, that's a closer right there, and I wasn't even on the screen. That was after the dog. So I'm going to give him an A plus. The comedian he reminds me of, God rest his soul. I performed with him down, and Randy Holt knows who this is. Tampa, Fort Myers, Captain Bryan's, all that shit. Eric Myers. And Eric Myers was just that witty, that sharp. And even though you put your hands on your faces, my time starting, I thought that was probably one of the best first time sets I've seen in 10 months. A plus.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Damien. Thank you. Appreciate
a
that.
very enthusiastic A plus. All right. So that you start now good. So that's good for you. Who's going to be your next grader?
I want to hear what Dustin has to say.
Now, okay.
Also straightforward?
No, Dustin is straightforward, but he has a very unusual sense of humor. So sometimes I'll be like, all right, Dustin, A, B, C, D, or F, boom, crash. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I'm going to stick with what Damien said. For somebody who's new on the show, he did great. I know my first time, I was like, oh, God, how much time's left? Just like he did. And it did not go as well. So I'll give him an A.
Okay. Well, good for you, Phil. 2 enthusiastic A's. Who's going to be your next grader?
Let's see. I'm going to go with Randy.
Ooh, loving the Randers. Now, yeah, you'll just have to hear this. A, B, C, D, or F, boom, crash. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I think he could have done more with being home by himself because I can think of a whole lot more other things to be doing. We won't mention that right now. Because when you got the house by yourself, it was like, watch out. But I would give him an A minus for sure. The fact that he stumbled a bit there, but it really is different on a stage and when you're in front of a camera with nobody around. So it takes a minute to get used to that for sure.
Randy just called y'all nobodies. Yeah, you just said with nobody around. I'm like, there's like 8 of us. What is it? 7 of us on the stream. What are we? Chop liver? All right, tic tac toe. 3 funny folks in a row. You still remain on the honor roll by the skin of your shinny shin chin with the A-, but you still have speed bump, Bacon, Malfunction Junction, and Nikki left. Who would your next grader be?
You know what? I want to hear Nikki because it was between me and Nikki to go up. So I got to hear what she thinks.
Loving it. All right, Nikki. A, B, C, D, or F fell. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
You know damn good and well I'm finna hit him with that A. Listen, I thought he rolled with it really well. I did. I mean, look, yeah, it's different between doing it like this and being on stage, but he did. Look here, I still was hollering. I know y'all heard me. Hey.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, you know that you guys share one screen, so you do share one answer. Not one performance, but one answer. So we're going to give him the middle between what you and Malfunction Junction has to say. So what do you think, Malfunction Junction? A, B, C, D, or FL Boom? What would you give that performance?
Well, as a fellow West Virginian, I'd say, I'll give you an A for. I don't even want to know how you know what you're talking about, but I'll give you an A.
Okay. So you remain on the honor roll with all A's. Y'all give it up for Phil. He's doing the work, put in the work. All right, Phil, you have speed bump and bacon left. Who's it going to be?
Ooh, I got to hear Speed Bump's opinion on this. He seems like a cool guy. I feel like we're like-minded individuals. Speed Bump, go off, King. I got to hear you.
All right, let's see if we can get him. Speed bump. Speed bump.
I'm here. Sorry.
It's all good. A, B, C, D, or FL Boom. What would you grade that performance?
I was hoping somebody else would have said this because I really don't want to be the guy. Because I like the guy. I think he has good potential. I would like to see him continue and coming back. I feel like he could be funny because he really is funny. But I feel like he could do better. So saying that, I'm not gonna be too hard. I'm gonna give him a B-.
Okay. Well, Phil, you don't. You fell off the honor roll. You boom crash, but you still get maybe 5 points if Bacon doesn't give you anything less than a C. She can give you a C and you could still get it, right, Dustin? Dustin's my grader.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So cross your fingers. Here we go. All right, Bacon. A, B, C, D, or FL. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I thought he was hilarious. He had a lot of great one-liners, but he had a lot of space in between. And, I expected a little more. You've been doing this for a minute. You know what you're doing. Where'd those nerves come from? Come on now. It's just us. It's just us. But no, I totally I'm going to give you a B+. But I'm totally glad Speed Bump threw you under the bus first because it didn't matter what. I was not ready to share my honor roll with anybody. And I was like, no, don't do it. I'm a hater.
Well, y'all give it up for Phil and his 5 points for getting that B. It was a strong B in the end on Texture Funny. All right. While Phil's thinking about that, we're gonna do a spotlight.
Yo.
Word.
I love when I have backup. My friends. All right. Well, this is one of my favorite segments of the show because we get to talk about different faces, spaces, and places that we've landed in along the way. And I'm super excited about just all the stuff that's coming up. So I can't say thank you enough. But this is one of my very favorite videos. I play it all the time because he hasn't sent me a new one. So I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I do. Here we go.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Saucon City Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Saucon City is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Saucon City, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Saucon City. Jimmy Howell for introducing me to Saucon City. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Saucon City, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus to provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Saucon City. I can't wait to see what you do next.
And that was the spotlight. Like y'all. And word. Shout out to a big Jimmy Z. Thank you so much for the video and the memories. You are the boss, applesauce. And I'm waiting for my next video because now we're going on 2 years past, but another conversation. All right, you guys, I told you guys that it was a double header, and that is what I meant. Please mute yourself. All right, and so, she got excited and knocked her camera down. Okay. All right. Everybody mute your mic for me. Okay, she got so excited she fell off the screen. So we are just going to have to pick somebody else. And this is one person that I really, really love to hear. And since he did such a great job in the intros, and he's right next door to them. It is going to be my man, your man's, Damien, aka Dickie Headass. I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock, sir, and it does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night,
Let it,
It better be funny.
Or else.
All right, the story. Oh, okay, I'll wait. Never mind.
no, go.
Oh,
Hit
okay.
it.
The story's about lying. The story's about lying to your children. Never fucking lie to your kids, man. Okay. So me and my baby's mama, I think it was the third wife, we're going at it, right? I got one leg over my shoulder, you know. I mean, she's blowing me. And my daughter walks in. She's 6 years old, and she looks at us, and she looks like a dog that heard a fart from across the room. And she's like, Dad, what are you doing to Mom? And this is the lie. I said, honey, you need to leave the room right now. Me and your mom are practicing for the UFC, and I got her in a Brazilian face lock. Okay? You ever gotten out of one of those, Brenda? Anyway, so this is why you shouldn't lie to your kids, because it extends, right? 1 week later, I walk into my daughter's room. There's a 7-year-old boy from next door. He's naked, and she's grabbing him by his ankle, throws him into the closet. He's crying like a little bitch. As I walk in the room, I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And my daughter puts her hand on her hip, and she goes, Dad, we're practicing for the UFC. Now it gets fucking worse. It gets worse, man. Oh, you guys know I'm a raging alcoholic, right? All right. I know there's 2 places when I'm drunk I can go home to. I can go to my mom's house or my grandparents. My mom, she locks the door at 11:30, knows I'm a raging alcoholic. Now, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm stumbling up to Grandma and Grandpa's house, right? I'm trying to put the car key in the door. You know, I've already vomited all down my shirt, and I just have to piss, and I hate public restrooms. So I opened the door. It was open. I didn't have to use the fucking key. And I'm walking down the hallway like in that movie Scanners. Pictures are coming up. And I thought I opened up the bathroom door. Holy shit. I opened up the wrong fucking door. And here's what I see. There's my grandma. She's spread eagle on the bed. One boob is slid off the bed onto the floor. The other one she's got in her hand, a lasso style. My grandfather's in the corner of the room. He's got one tennis ball off his walker attached to his junk doing this propeller style. And I'm like, at the foot of the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And I pissed my pants. I pissed my pants right there. And my grandma picked her chin up off, puts it on her fat ass stomach, and goes, get the fuck out of here. We talked to the grandkids. We're practicing for the UFC. Drop the mic.
All right, the time is up, and I can hear definitely from the audience that it is a favorable response. So Damien, actually I can say Dickie Headass if I want, but I like Damien. We are going to play Press Your Funny, and I'm going to give you a chance to actually get some points on the screen. So I will give you 3 points for the first 2 people that you can name who you think may have turned on their screen for you. But wait, before you speak, let me finish. I didn't set the board before you started, so I'll do it now. If you enjoyed what Dickie did, leave your screens on to show your appreciation. But if he didn't make you laugh, turn your screens off, and we'll talk about it later at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, interesting. All right, so who is going to be your first person? Because you have no points, so you might as well go for it.
That's right. So I'm going to pick 2 at a time. Malfunction Junction and Nikki Halstead. 2 at a time. I keep my points out real quick.
Well, I was going to say they're not on the stream. They're having technical difficulties. So pick someone else.
Okay. I'm going to go with Randy Holton then. He was my second pick, Randy.
Okay. Randy Holton. All right, Randy, he turned his screen on for you. So what got you to turn that stream on for Damien?
Well, that was funny as fuck.
Well, I guess the shorter the better. And so who's your next choice? They're still having technical difficulties. So who's going to be your next choice?
The new guy, Phil.
All right.
I loved it. I love the Brazilian face lock. I like wordplay. I like dumb little wordplay like that. So that made me giggle a lot. But the whole story and yeah, I loved it. A+ for me if I had to grade it.
Well, that's not this game, but a good enthusiastic screen turn always makes us feel better. So congratulations, Damien, for your 3 points. Now you can take your 3 points and walk away and we can call it even, or you can press your funny and I will give you 5 for the next 2 that, wait a minute, we don't have that many people. For the next 1 you can name.
Person shortage.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Speed Bump.
Okay, I'm digging it. Let's check it out. This is for 5 points. Let's see if you got it right. Yay, Speed Bump. What got you to turn your stream on for Damien?
Well, as usual, like I always say, I like dark, raunchy, and it was so raunchy. It was so good. It you know, it was great. I couldn't stop laughing. I busted my spleen as usual.
He said it was so raunchy. I loved it. Okay, very cool. All right, Damien, you get 5 points. So y'all give it up for Damien. He's climbing up the ladder. But if you want to play Press Your Funny one more time, I will give you 7 points if you can name the next person. Yeah, because they're still having technical difficulties. The next person out of Dustin and Bacon, who may have turned their screen on for you.
Oh, I know it's gonna be Dustin. He looks like Stewie from Family Guy. Dustin, definitely.
Well, you seem self-assured, so let's check it out.
Hey.
Hey, that is correct. What got you to turn your stream on for Damien?
For a second, I thought he was talking about one of Diddy's freak-off parties. So it took me a second to realize it was a family reunion or something. So it was funny. I liked it. And that 3 minutes was perfectly timed. As soon as he finished, it was off.
What a professional. All right, Damien, you are at 7 points. Again, like I said, you can take those and walk home and we'll call it quits. Or you can, rest of the cast,
Press your funny.
So what will it be?
Bacon thought I was fucking hilarious. Bacon thought I was fucking hilarious. Come on, Bacon, lock it in.
He was too confident. What got you to turn on your stream for Dickie Headass?
You dirty, dirty, dastardly man. I mean, he was talking about, like he said, keeping it all in the family. But at this point, I don't know who's all more scarred for life, the kid or us for hearing it. But you activated my favorite mental buzzer of all time, which is, what the fuck? So, you got me.
Well, y'all give it up for Damien with his 10 points. And I'm just going to, okay, they're back on. So, Malfunction Junction.
No,
and
she's in the bathroom. Nikki's in the bathroom.
We don't need to know all of that. Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry. Too much.
Anyway, no, their whole camera wasn't on. And I'll tell you guys this, just like the people who are at home buying the card decks, if your friends aren't ready to play, don't put them in the game because it just messes it up. So you can just put them to the side, and then you guys can jump on to the next game. That's the cool thing about our game deck. So many games, just because you can't play one, don't mean you can't jump in on the next. And our next one is You Say Trivia, an interactive comedy trivia game where you guys out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond can help our comedic contestants out to help them to get it right or maybe steer them in the wrong direction. This is a 5-point round, and it is all or nothing. If the cast gets it incorrect, the contestant wins 5 points. If the cast gets it correct, the contestant wins the big Zippo. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome-tastic. All right, so we can get some good trivia questions. I'm going to see what your topics are. All right, Malfunction Junction, welcome back to the stream. What's your topic of your trivia question?
Slurs I can say.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Bacon, what's your topic?
Animals. Sorry, I tried to unmute it. It wasn't working.
Okay, animals. She's got on the animal print. I can see that. All right, Speed Bump, what's your topic?
Saban, which
Who?
is a Sabani.
Sabani?
Yeah, it's
Okay. It's something I don't know about, so that might be it. All right, Phil, unmute your mic. And because you're new here, you will give a trivia question. I didn't get to this part in our intake process, so my apologies. If you have a question, great. If you don't, we can skip you and you can see how it's done, and we can move on to the next one.
Okay, no, I'll do it. I guess the topic of my question will be George Washington Carver.
Oh, you and Randy will be good friends. Okay, so more president history. All right, Randy, what's your topic of your trivia question?
Well, I'm staying with the Titanic. Come on.
I don't know. All right, Damien, what is your topic?
I'm a little pissed off because Phil took mine, so I'm going to go with George Washington Carver's penis. Peanuts. Shit, what am I saying? Tourette's. God damn it.
Okay, Dustin, what's your topic?
Mine's comedy.
Okay, Dustin is always good old safe comedy in case everybody goes nuts. We can always go to Dustin. All right, Dustin, you heard the other categories. You can't pick your own. So which one do you think you want to hear more about?
I want to figure out what the fuck Speed Bump was talking about.
Kind of me too. Okay, hold on thought. Damien, you can't pick your own topic. So who else would you want to hear and learn more from?
I got to go with Dustin because I didn't understand what the fuck Speed Bump was talking about. He made me curious. That was true, man. Lock it in. Drop the mic.
Okay, Speed Bump, seems like you piqued our cat's interest. Randy, who would you like to hear more from?
Well, I was curious about slurs that Tony can say. It's got to be a long list, isn't it?
That did pique my interest too. Okay, Phil, what about you?
I was going to say the same as Randy. I want to hear the slurs. I don't want to hear the slurs, but you know what I mean? I want to hear what he has to say about the slurs.
That he can say. Okay.
Yeah.
Speed Bump, who would you like to hear more from?
I'm going to agree with everybody. I want to hear Tony slurs, what he can say and what he cannot say.
Okay. I like Bacon. How about you?
Tony, I need to know what the fuck.
I'm so interested. All right, Malfunction Junction. You can't pick your own, but who would you like to hear more from?
Well, I was thinking Speed Bump was about to talk about some Power Ranger shit, and I was kind of curious if he was going to go into like the Jason David Frank thing. I watched that guy talk about suicide and whatnot, and how you ain't supposed to do that shit. And then I guess at age 49, he figured out 50 wasn't it and killed himself anyway. What the hell is that?
Oh my gosh. Okay. That whole last part we could have did without, but I
No,
think
you couldn't.
you still win. So I think the cast wants to hear. Yes, really, I could have. But the rest of the cast wants to hear this long laundry list of slurs that you can say. So go ahead and pose your trivia question. Read the question, give us 3 answers, and the cast will take a shot at trying to figure it out.
All right, so the term WAP, okay, what did it originally stand for? Is it A, wet ass pussy? Is it B, without papers? Or is it C, I can't remember what I was going to say for C, but it's definitely not going to be C.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get a repeat of the question and answers A and B.
All right, so what did the term WAP stand for? Wet ass pussy or without papers?
All right. You guys have heard the question twice, and you've heard the answers twice. That third one, it's not going to be, which is C. So he, gave you a little bit of leeway here. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock for you guys to discuss. And remember to give grace to the new guy who is trying to figure out what the fuck. I'm also going to turn on your comments so you guys can cheat and look at what people are commenting in case you want to try to figure it out with less conversation. 60 seconds on the clock. When you guys have come to an answer, everybody is to turn off their cameras and y'all locked in. This will let me know that you guys have decided on one answer as a team and we can move on. Everybody with me?
Yes.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let the discussions begin.
It's without papers.
Without
That's
papers.
that's an
Without
old
papers,
government.
locking it down.
But does the A, is it WAP?
What is it, A or O? Yeah, because one's ass and one's out, and I have questions here. Like it wasn't technically explained. It sounds
I
the
do-
same, but that's because he's Southern.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then also, I like Dustin's answer a lot. That makes so much more sense.
That's actually what it originally stood for.
Well, I think it was back in the day, the Italians were coming over, and they were called them wops
Without
because they were
papers.
without papers.
Without papers.
So you call an Italian a wop
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
without,
Without
papers.
papers. Lock
Locked
it in.
in.
Lock it in.
I'll lock it in.
Get him right.
Okay, I heard a lot of discussion, and we're going to pick on the new guy. All right, Phil, camera on. Tell me what the cast decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
This may have been the most problematic round table I've ever been a part of for discussion. So we have settled on option B, without papers, is the original meaning of WAP.
Okay, well, let's check it out. Wait, do you think you guys got it right?
Yes.
Yes.
Log it in. All right, Malfunction Junction, give us the answer and a little background.
Now Randy went deep into the shit. Like he was on point with it. What happened is all the eye ties, you know what I mean? They was all about it, and greasy wop bastard got thrown around a bunch and whatnot. But I'm Italian partly, so I can say that shit. You know what I mean? And Phil has no idea what the hell's going on. He's just along for the ride, and he went with everybody else because he really had no idea. Just like Bacon, she's about on some wet ass pussy shit too. I seen it in her eyes.
Well, Matt Timney says it's B, so Is it A or
He
B?
would know.
What?
I said he would know.
All right. Well, the cast got it correct, so you know your fate lies in their hands. Everybody else, cameras on. All right, so I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and the only question up for debate is whether Malfunction Junction will do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, 30 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
I think he should do 3 minutes of slurs that he cannot say.
No, just
Lock
something
it in.
else.
I was going to say the same
Something
thing.
else.
Something else.
Something
Lock
else.
it in. 3 minutes of slurs. 3 minutes of slurs.
Something else.
Right on. Okay. Good job at helping the new guy out, Miss Bacon. She was like, "Don't make Brenda yell at us. It's something else." All right, Phil. Camera on. Because that is our next question, which is, what else would you like to see Tony do?
You know what? I'm not gonna say the slur thing. I do not want to
Oh
say that.
no! Now is the time to say it. You just said it early.
I have to say the slurs?
No.
You have to say the
I'm
slurs.
so sorry.
Okay, everybody
We
quiet.
choose-
Quiet. Let me help the new guy out.
Sorry.
We love the idea of him saying all the slurs because I was interested in hearing them too, and he only said one in the trivia question. Hold on. But you said it early. The only question that was up for discussion was 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else.
Oh, right.
So now that you've said the something else, we're sticking with it. And now I just want you to say it. That's all.
We want 3 minutes of something else. That's what I'm supposed to say. I'm so sorry.
You were supposed to say what you said before.
Oh, what I said before, 3 minutes of slurs that he cannot say.
Hey, y'all give it up for the new guy. Come on, clap the hands. All right. We're
Sorry, I'm
four.
falling behind.
It's okay. Remember to remain in the same position that I last requested. Thanks. All right. Well, Dustin, since you had your camera on, what other would you like to see Malfunction Junction do?
Well, as he tells his jokes, I think he should do it in Nikki's voice.
Nikki or Dicky?
Nikki.
Okay.
Okay. So do it in Nikki's voice and all the slurs that he can say, because he only said one. So
Yeah. Try not to get canceled.
he said all the ones he can say. So I think we'll be okay. Phil, camera on. Please remain in the position last requested.
Oh, sorry.
Right. If you don't do that, I'm gonna lose my place. All right, Damien, camera on. What other would you like to see Malfunction Junction do?
I want him to use slurs while cold calling and selling meat.
All right, let me get this right. The long list of slurs he can't say in Nikki's voice while he's cold calling, selling meat. I love it. All right. Randy Holton, camera on. What else would you like to see Tony do?
West Virginia slurs specifically.
West Virginia slurs specifically in Nikki's voice while you are cold calling for meat. All right, speed bump, camera on. What other would you like to see Malfunction Junction do?
I would like to see him sing Yankee Doodle.
Okay, sing Yankee Doodle Dandy in Nikki's voice while doing the long list of slurs, specifically the West Virginia slurs while cold calling for meat. All right, this is a good list. I hope you're writing it down or remembering. All right, Bacon, camera on. What other would you like to see Malfunction Junction do?
I want him to be extremely, extremely horny and hitting on Nikki the entire time.
Okay, maybe she can be his customer. So you have to cold call Nikki, selling her meat in her own voice while reciting these long lists of slurs. You can say specifically the West Virginia ones. And I think I forgot your Speed Bump. Oh, while singing Yankee Doodle Dandy. All right. So because you guys are one square, you only get one vote. So Malfunction Junction, I hope you were writing things down. And 3 minutes are on the clock. It does not have to be jokes, but
It's gotta be funny. Gotta be funny.
Well, how you doing, you hammy fucks, zipperhead bastard? Anyhow, I'm gonna try to get Nick down. Hey y'all, I can't do it. I ain't got enough estrogen in my voice. It's going to sweet and crack and do all the things. But, hey, baby doll, how you doing? I got some meat out in the truck, and I'm telling you, all the moon crickets eat it. Who in the hell are you? I'm Tony Klein. I'm Smoky Mountain Meats. They call me Malfunction Junction for a reason. You can jump on this right now for the low price of $10.99. I got beef out in the truck, and I promise you, Jaime Jew fuck, once you get my meat in your mouth, you're gonna want to swallow it. You ain't gonna spit it out at all. I got steak for days. I'm talking about like fucking all of the Ethiopian kids. You ever had Ethiopian food? Neither have they. Oh my God. Neither have they. None of them goat herding, spirit sucking motherfuckers ain't never seen not the first merry bit of crap food. I'm tiptoeing around the N word because he said things I can't say, and I know I ain't allowed to say that. Nazis is a bad fucking word. You live out somebody I know. You know me, really? You want to buy my meat? By God. Shut the fuck up and kiss me. That's enough for you. Please don't take me and do the bear mace. Why are you in my truck? I just got up in this motherfucker. That's what happens when you pick up.
Well, you can't be eating up in here with no box of meat trying to get me to put it in my mouth, you son of a bitch.
I can't do it. I don't even have to unzip my pants. You will give me money to swallow my meat. That ain't even prostitution.
I'm offering you money to get the hell out of my.
No.
Somebody call.
Listen here. You won't need my autograph. You'll have my Pornhub prescription by the end of the night. I do have sausages that she can choke on right now. It's not exactly a rope sausage. It's more like a cocktail crack, but it does what I need it to do, and it's smoky flavor. You gonna give me a deal on it? I'll give you one hell of a deal on it. You can have the whole taste for nothing.
Time. Whew. Ouch. Yeah. Whew. That is all the way hurting. All right, Tony Klein. Very nicely done. I'm not sure if you hit all the points. But
I didn't hit not a fucking one of them.
I was too busy laughing, but we are going to go ahead and test your funny because I think you should test high. I heard a lot of laughing, but I will give you 5 points if you can stay in the AB range, and I will give you 10 points if you can hit the honor roll. Okay.
I believe I just got canceled, and somebody's going to commit a hate crime at the end of this because I said a lot of slurs that I'm not allowed to know.
Oh, who's going to be your first grader?
Dustin.
All right, Dustin. A, B, C, D, or F. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
That was amazing. A+. That's the funniest one I've probably seen.
Oh my gosh. Very enthusiastic A. It indeed was a really, really good 3 minutes. Eric Estrada, Zach Estrada. I hope that you capture that one for us. That clip was amazing. All right. So you got 1A, so you're doing well. Who's going to be your next grader?
Well, I want to, because, Bacon's really good at keeping up at all these points and whatnot. And I want to see how many of them I missed and just how bad my grade actually is.
All right, Bacon. A, B, C, D, or F, fail. Boom. That was terrible.
That was amazing. That was hilarious. I hate you so much right now. Nikki, you couldn't have got any redder. Oh my God, it is great. And I just have one question. What the fuck's a moon cricket? And am I allowed to say that? Am I in trouble?
I heard moon cricket on a children's show years ago, and I've been questioning it ever since.
That's right.
I think it sounds like a Disney character, a moon cricket. All right, so you got 2 very enthusiastic A's. So good for you. Who is going to be your next grader?
Well, I gotta know what Damien thought about it, because this is gonna be a work thing. I'm gonna hear about this shit all day tomorrow on how I failed epically, couldn't make her swallow a cocktail, Frank.
Oh no. All right, Damien. A, B, C, D, or F, L. What would you grade that performance?
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, Chase, I'm so proud. Yeah, I give it a fucking A+, man. That was fucking gangster, dude. And the fact that Nikki's sitting next to you outside of my hotel room, moist because you were hitting on her, lock it in, bitches. Drop the mic.
Dropping the mic. Okay. Well, tic-tac-toe, 3 funny folks in a row. Y'all give it up for Malfunction Junction for hanging on to the honor roll. All right. Who is going to be your next grader?
Well, Speed Bump likes to do what his name is, like it's his fucking job, and just hinder everything up for me. I want to see how bad this is going to be on him. Let's see what Mr. Helmet Spleen has to say there.
All right, Mr. Speed Bump, A, B, C, D, or F, L. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I would like to give my input. He didn't sing my song, but I don't care. He still did good. He still had me laughing, and he thinks that I'm gonna run over them toes because I'm a wheelchair bully. But I like to give him an A.
Ooh, I love it. All right, you have all these enthusiastic A's. You are doing good. The honor roll is within your sights. Phil dropped out, so you have Randy Holton left, and as long as he gives you nothing less than an A, you will be on the honor roll. Bacon, you'll have to scoot over. All right, Randy Holton, A, B, C, D, or F, L. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I think he was trying to sell Nikki a truckload of meat. Is that what he was trying to do? Buy my truckload of meat?
I just wanted to suck on my cocktail, Frank.
Yeah, he gets an A. I don't care if he hit any of the points or not. That was just too funny.
Oh my God. Well, congratulations, Malfunction Junction. You got your 10 points and hit the honor roll. And you got extra credit because Kyle Yamkowski said, hey, because I need a toe off the flow. I don't know what that means, but okay. And then Zach No Breaks Estrada said A earlier, and then he said locked in or locked. So you definitely got the people out there on your side. Tony is good. So yeah, y'all give it up one more time for Malfunction. Hey. Oh, and Phil made it back. All right, Phil. I don't know where you dropped out at, but A, B, C, D, or F fail. Boom. What would you grade that performance if you got to see it?
I apologize. I was my computer died. I didn't get to see what
Just
happened.
dance. Okay. Aw, y'all give them the aw sound. Aw.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, but
Yeah,
that's
I feel
okay
your pain.
because
Well,
he
Phil,
is back and he didn't drop off and forsake us. So we're gonna hop right into our next game, which is called Categories, which is by God one of our castmates' favorites, and she's gonna take over from here, and she gets to play her game. And the more she does it, the better she gets. So, Nikki, all
Yeah.
right, gonna bring you to the stream, and you know what to do. Take it away.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Good. So we're gonna play my favorite game, which is motherfucking categories. And the rules are simple. Brenda's gonna put up a question, and we're gonna go around rapid fire. And you gotta hit us with an answer quick, fast, in a hurry. No ums, no pauses, no thinking about it, no nothing. And if it ain't funny, you out. Out. So does everybody understand the rules?
Yes, ma'am, Sergeant.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm
All right.
scared.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let's get her going. Miss Brenda, when you ready.
All right, let's do it. I love it. She's getting better at this.
Yes, she is.
All right, y'all. Name a life event or an occasion that Hallmark should have a greeting card for, but they don't. Going in 3, 2, 1. Randy.
Tell the wife to get the fuck out.
Speed bump.
Child support.
Dickie.
Out. Pass.
Out, you son of a bitch, you're out. Phil.
Abortion.
Bacon.
Your first period.
Dustin.
Divorce.
Ooh, Randy.
I couldn't get it up.
Speed bump.
Building the wall.
Phil.
Gender reveal party.
Ooh, Bacon.
You popped your cherry.
Dustin.
Sorry, I hit the wrong hole.
Randy.
I'm out.
Out, he's gone. Speed bump.
ISIS.
Good night. Phil.
Reverse vasectomy. When you get a vasectomy, reversed.
I'm glad you clarified that. I didn't know. Bacon.
Begrudgingly birthday. I should have swallowed.
Dustin.
You are not the father.
Oh. Speed bump.
Abandonment.
Oh. Phil.
Your puppy dying.
He said, he's out. Bacon.
You have hemorrhoids.
Dustin.
Hey, I'm your dad.
Speed bump.
Chicken pox.
Oh, Bacon.
You have a fever. Go home.
Dustin.
It'll go away.
The hell it will. Speed bump.
STDs.
I just said
Oh, yeah. Speed bump's out. Come on, Bacon.
The dispensary's out of weed. Here's a card.
Oh, hell no. Dustin.
Damn, I'm out. Fuck.
He's out. Bacon.
The clock stole my stash.
Bacon is on the plate. You won, baby.
Oh
Win.
I can't believe nobody said miscarriage.
Win, win, win.
You definitely did win. So congratulations. You got 5 points. You have oops. You got time enough to play one more.
I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The question is, what vehicle do you automatically assume is being driven by a total asshole? And 3, 2, 1, Dickie.
Prius.
There we go, Phil.
Tesla.
Oh my word. Speed bump.
Mustang.
Oh, Dustin.
Nissan Altima.
Hey man, Randy.
Ford Ranger.
Whoa. Bacon.
A tricycle.
Bacon's out. We talking about cars. Dickie. Out.
Gremlin.
Taking too damn long. Phil.
Honda Civic.
Hey, speed bump.
Altima.
All right.
I already said that.
Wait, no, you out too. He said that. Dustin said that. Dustin.
Honda Accord.
Let's go. Randy.
A Geo.
Phil.
Honda Elantra.
Dustin.
Dodge Chargers.
Randy.
Mustang.
Somebody already said that. Randy's out. Phil.
Lamborghini.
Okay, Dustin.
Ferrari.
Phil.
Maserati.
Dustin.
Lotus E-Spirit.
Phil.
Mazda 6.
Let's go, Dustin.
Audi 8.
Okay, Phil.
Mazda 7.
Good night.
The whole Mazda out the line.
Hey,
I'll
we
hold
getting
that
texted now.
up.
Dustin.
Phil won this
He's
one.
out.
Mazda's got a CX-7, not a 7.
Give it up for your boy, Phil.
All right, Phil. Congratulations. You win 5 points for this round. So hopefully you're keeping your score. All right. You have time for one last round. So everybody back to the screen.
Y'all cheated.
And here you
I love this game, dude. Oh my god. All right, last question. Name something that don't last very long.
Stick with
3
me.
and Phil.
Me in bed.
Good night, Dustin.
My drink at the bar.
Speed bump.
Sobriety.
Bacon. She's out. Dickie.
A shake.
Randy.
Ice cream.
Phil.
My GameStop credit.
That was terrible. You out anyway. I don't even know what the hell to do with that one. Dustin.
My virginity.
Speed bump.
Life.
There we go. Dickie.
My OnlyFans page.
Oh my god. Randy.
Paycheck.
Dustin.
The pain pills from the doctor.
He's out.
How? Oh, not my game. Sorry.
All that.
There we are.
Keep going.
Something happened. Okay. Speed bump.
Mushrooms.
Randy.
Marijuana.
Dickie. He's
I'm out.
Speed bump.
TV shows.
Man, amen to that. Randy.
Acid.
Speed bump.
I'm out.
Randy Hall won that thing.
Randy, congratulations. You win 5 points. Hope you guys have been keeping score because I haven't been. So that's the nature of the game. But y'all give it up for Nikki Halston and her game of categories. Names and we get to, of course, play our new game. As soon as I can find the finger jiggy, there it is. We get to play our new game, which is Grade Her Game. So much like Test Your Funny, you're going to give Nikki Halston a grade from A to F on the whole entirety of the game. And of course, I'm going to change that because this is a new game. So next time it'll be different. But this time, Dustin, A, B, C, D, or FL. That was terrible. What would you grade her game?
I give her an A. She didn't play it this time.
That's definitely good. Okay, Damien, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. What would you grade Nikki's game?
I got to give her an A because that was amazing. But the more importantly is like trying to tell Vanna White to shut the fuck up. I got booted every fucking time I answered. I was on point. Lock it in. Drop the mic.
Well, you got to be quicker than that, big fella.
All right. Yes. Well, you still got 2 A's, even though one was begrudging. The other one was good. So you're still in the honor roll class or game master class, I should say. So who's your next grader?
Man, let me ease on over here to Randy Holton real quick.
Okay, let's do it. All right, Randy, A, B, C, D, or F, L, bump. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
Well, she gets an A and you get an F.
Why get an F?
Because you missed it. You messed up on the screen. You were supposed to take somebody out and you didn't take them out. That was your fault.
Did. I took everybody out. I even took out somebody. Wait a minute. I even took out somebody I disagreed with, but it was her game. So she. All right. Well, I'll take my F, but you still have 3 A's, missus. So tic-tac-toe, 3 funny folks in a row. Y'all give it up for Nikki Halston for remaining on the honor roll, and my F doesn't, have anything to do with her grade. So, who's going to be your next grader?
Man, let's put bacon on the plate real quick.
All right, bacon. A, B, C, D, or F, L. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
My feelings are still hurt. I don't know. No, I give her an A, even though it said vehicle and toddlers are assholes and they drive tricycles. So this is an A in protest.
Hey, you can protest it all you want, but I knocked you out early with that because I know you can do better than that. So simmer down.
Don't make me sit on me.
I'm trying to help you get to your best potential, baby. It's all love.
I thought tricycle was very creative, though. Because that is true. I've seen some of the worst asshole children, and they do drive tricycles, but not my game. So who's going to be your next grader?
I love you, Bacon. It's all love, baby. Let me see. Phil. Let's hear from your boy, Phil.
Okay, Phil. I think he got back on the screen. There he is. All right, Phil. A, B, C, D, or F, L. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
I give it an A plus. That was wonderful. I love it. And I know Randy gave you an F, but I'm gonna give you an A, Brenda. So you average out at a C for this game. Right.
Yay! Woo! See, so all right. Well, you are still in the A category, still hanging on to that Game Master title. So you only have one left, which is Speed Bump. And as long as he gives you an A, you'll stay on the honor roll and get your 10 points. But if he gives you anything less, you still get 5. So you're still doing good. Let's see what he has to say. All right.
Roll on in here.
A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
It was fucking terrible. I lie. It wasn't. It was great. I had fun. It was great. I give her an A plus.
Hey.
A plus. All right.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Hanging on to the A plus and Game Master role for her favorite game of categories. And every time I play it now, I will definitely think of her. All right, so we're going to move on to our next segment, which is a time for us to all get to know somebody on the cast in the 3-minute sit the fuck down chair interview, which are dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. It's always awesome to get to know them. So I think I am going to elect Speed Bump as the interviewer because he chats all day long in all the group chats. And he just gets to know everybody. And he's literally like my little firecracker. I get to laugh at him at work. And so I think it's kind of awesome. All right, Speed Bump, are you ready to take this on?
Ready or not, here I come.
Ready or not,
Hey,
here he comes. He can't hide. Y'all are gonna find him. Oh, okay. Anyway, so you have seen what we have to offer here tonight and comedic contestants, and it is your own sole decision who you will decide to interview. So who will it be and why?
Why don't I interview the new guy because I would like to get to know him a little bit more.
Aw, you did exactly what I would have wanted for my birthday. All right. Well, welcome, Phil. Good to have you. And Speed Bump has elected you to be interviewed. You didn't get that part because, like I said, your intake process was cut off kind of short. But what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you the first question, and then Speed Bump is going to take the next 3 minutes to get down to the bottom of it all. Okay?
Okay, cool.
All right. So we were talking earlier in the green room, and Joel D is a friend of both of ours, and that's how you came to be on the show. So I want you in 30 seconds or less to give me your best synopsis of Joel D, because I've never met him in person.
Okay, cool. So I would say friend is a very strong word to describe me and Joel's relationship. I think acquaintance is more appropriate. I don't like to associate myself with him. He does talk a lot about his games. It's cute, it's cool. No, I'm kidding, obviously. Joel is awesome. Joel has been hosting mics here in Columbia for, I think, 6+ years. He's a staple in the Columbia comedy community. When people come into Columbia, they know to hit up Joel to get on a show or a mic or anything. He's like the godfather of the scene, but he's also a very just a good friend. He's a really nice guy. So I like him a lot.
Aw, that's how I think of him. I've never met him in person. I can't wait to actually do so and to meet you as well. I think we're going to have a good time out in Columbia, South Carolina. Did I get that right?
Yep, you got it right.
Okay, so the 3 minutes are on the clock. Speed Bump, it is up to you to get down to the bottom of it all. And let's see if I can do this right, hopefully, because I'm over here hanging off the side of the couch. That's right. That's what you do on late night game shows. All right. So 3 minutes, sit the fuck down, chair interview begins. Go for it, Speed Bump.
So I want you to sit the fuck down. This is a sit down conversation. And I want to introduce myself as Speed Bump. I don't know why I'm nervous. You should be the one that's nervous, but I'm a little bit nervous myself. So what got you into this comedy? Like what made you want to be a comedian?
Really just to meet people, actually. I'm a big loner, and it was just kind of a hobby to get myself out the house. I felt like I could write pretty good, and I was just a fan of comedy. But before comedy, I really had no friends. So just going out, trying to meet people, and then I just fell in love with the craft.
That's good to know. How long have you been doing this for?
10 years, kind of on and off, though. I went back and forth from comedy to music, but altogether, my first open mic was 10 years ago.
Is this your first time doing it online?
I did one quarantine show, or I think that's what they were called. But during the pandemic, I would get into Teams meeting and do stand up, just kind of like this, in a Teams call. So this is probably my second or third time doing something like this.
Okay, I have a question. Why were you so nervous tonight?
Probably because I haven't done it since the pandemic, and I think it's something about doing it online. I once had to audition for a comedy competition, and I had to go into a theater, and there was only 2 people in the theater, and I'd still get more nervous because of that, or for something like that, except for a crowd full of people. So something about doing comedy online and not seeing an actual crowd, I don't know, it just gives me the nerves for some reason. I'm not used to it.
I would like to see you keep on coming back and, work on it and, do your best. And I think you got it.
Thank you. I appreciate
that. You
got
a potential, kid.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I love it. I've been loving this episode so far, and yeah, I'll definitely be back.
it's good to see new people.
Yeah.
So my question is, what are you looking to get out of like comedy? Like, are you trying to make a name out of yourself? Are you already a name, or like?
No, I wouldn't say I'm a name or anything. What do I want to get out of comedy? Obviously not money. That's not going to happen. I don't know. Maybe. Well, that'd be cool to make a living off of comedy to where I don't have to do anything else. But even then, I want to do comedy. I would just want to do comedy to where I get really rich off of something stupid and then just quit and do nothing for the rest of my life and just kind of live off of that money.
If you want my honest opinion, I think you can. I think you could be a comedian. I think you could make it in, the comedy world. One day you can make it to Netflix, Hulu, or, Kill Tony or whatever. Yeah. Even if you don't see it into yourself, I see it in you. And
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I really enjoy what you showed tonight. I feel like you could have did it like without the jitters, which I understand because I was like that the first time, but I feel like you got it. You could do it.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
All right. That time is up. And that has been your latest segment of the 3-minute sit the fuck down chair interview with our newbie, Phil, and of course, our new interview, Speed Bump. Y'all give it up for each other. I thought the whole screen was going to shake and fall down, but y'all made it through. And I found out something new about Phil and Speed Bump. You're a good interviewer. You were doing it. You were actually doing it. So yeah, I saw that. But I think the people out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, I think they appreciated you. And I think Lloyd Legacy Sharp would tell you that you did a phenomenal job in this 3-minute sit the fuck down chair interview, which are dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. And I think they did a smash up, bang up job. And it is now time for us to move to our next game, which is, of course, one that we all love. I know I love it. And it is Rest of the Cast.
I'd ask you.
Sell.
That.
Skew.
Sell it.
This is a really good one. It's one of our classic games that is included in your game decks, folks. So you guys can play this at home with your friends and family and everybody. Most of our cast is out in the street, so forgive the background noise. But anyway, yeah, if you hear buzzing cars going behind you, mute your mic. There you go. All right, so the game rules to this one is super simple. And like I said, this comes included in your game card decks that are on sale now. We will be launching them in less than 48 hours. Get your decks. Anyway, I will put 60 seconds on the clock and I will put a picture on the screen and I will allow the comedic contestant to become the best sales woman or man they can become in order to sell the products. I usually allow the contestants to run the game, but because I had already started talking and we didn't elect a game master for this one, I guess I'll just have to do it myself. I'm gonna actually elect Bacon for this one. All right, Bacon. We played this game enough, and you struggled out there onto the ship in order to join us. So I couldn't think of a better game master. All right, so it is up to you how you want to run your game and pick your contestants and what you want to do. So take it away.
All right. Well, we know if we pick Randy, we're going to be selling Play-Doh again. So I'm tired of Play-Doh. I don't want any more. It's salty, like me. So I would like to see what. Nikki, can you? Whatever's closest to you now. Can you sell that? Skew!
Have Nikki sell Tony.
That's what I want.
Reselling bacon.
Okay. Oh, well, all right, let's go. How y'all doing?
Good.
Well, I mean, this model's equipped with one hell of an erection.
I'm telling you, shut the fuck up. It talks on its own. Look at, son of a bitch. Look at him. Y'all can't tell, but that thing is that long. Look at this. Listen, for the low price of $75.99, you two can get a T-shirt that look like it's racist as hell. It look like it's racist. He'll take it off and dance for you. Listen, he ain't got no goddamn hair, but that don't matter. He can still do. Look, you can dress him any way you want to. Hey, listen, it comes with detachable options. Goddamn, fucking good for winter months and summer months. Batteries may or may not be included. Hey, damn it to you. Also, it's very lifelike. You can move him. He has a full turnaround. I mean, he's great. Buy now. Limited time only.
All right. Well, that was very convincing. I think I'm gonna have to put my order in now. I need one of those malfunction junction, non-functioning railroad tracks of my own. I meant. So anyway, let's see who all would who would all would buy that. Let's see. Let's go to Dustin. Dustin, did she sell that SKU? Are you buying?
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like something off a Temu, but I'm down to try it.
No, adventurous. Now I want to know if you're trying it, are you going to put it on the top or the bottom?
Came with accessories. Batteries may or may not be included. We'll see.
All right, Speed Bump. Where do you stand on which side of the...
Well, I don't want to sound like a homosexual or anything, but I would definitely fucking buy this shit. It sounds pretty plausible. It sounds like a good... She sold that SKU. Or should I say that shit?
So is it going to be like a mannequin you stick in the corner, or you want like the real deal here?
I want the real deal, Mr. Clean.
All right, Phil. She was peddling some wares. Were you bewared?
You know what? I will buy it, not for my personal use, just to take it off her hands. It seems like she's been wanting to get rid of this thing for a while. So, yeah, I'll purchase it. I don't know what the resale value will look like, but we'll see. Well, I'll shop it around.
All right, Randy. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea here. Are you reeling this one in, or are you throwing it back?
No, I'm buying. I'm going to send him out to California with my ex-wife.
Oh, man. Is that your replacement now?
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Dickie. Well, you already bought it, so I don't know what to ask you. Like,
Repeat, Cuz.
I didn't really know it was fucking for sale, and I think that Nikki was selling it on the fucking cheap because that's $150 fucking blowjob, right? I'm telling you, like, all the way back in the throat, in the trunk, bitch, get out.
in the
Lock
truck
it
or
in.
get out.
They're in the
So is
truck. They're in the truck.
Okay.
I can hear them outside my hotel door. They're in the fucking truck. She's selling the shit out of that dick. What's up?
All right.
Drop the mic.
So, are we missing anybody? Who am I missing?
Nobody.
Dustin.
No, I went first.
I go first.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Yeah, he's
I sold that to you. Well, let's find out. Like Malfunction Junction, would you buy yourself? Did she convince you that you're worth something?
I play with myself often. What do you mean? Like, I'm a fan, you know. I wouldn't pay me to do it because I do it for free all the fucking time. I mean, especially in the shower, wash it fast as I want to.
Close it up. Spit it out.
What did y'all get me into, man? That's not what in the entire hell is going on.
Like,
You sold it, bitch. You sold it. You
Okay,
sold it, bitch. You
okay.
sold it.
You sold the
A-
steal. You
I'm
got
a-
A+. Everybody, like, they bought Malfunction Junction.
Sold it.
You sold him for so cheap that they were like, yep. I saw him standing on that street corner, and I was like, tacos.
I don't do anal.
Oh.
Get him, Christy. Get him, Christy. Get him, Christy. Get him.
We got to sell something else, don't we?
Fucking buddy.
Here we go. Yes. All right, let's see who should be next. Do 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 do. All right, Speed Bump, you're up. What is next to you? What are you gonna sell?
I'm gonna sell this pack of cigarettes, but it's not your average pack of cigarettes. It is healthy cigarettes. It clears your lungs. It is the healthiest cigarettes ever. Don't mind the label. The label is not, that's false advertising. It says that it's bad for you. It says warning, but it's not. It's the healthiest cigarette you could have. Even kids could have these. You know, even your kid can have these cigarettes. You can even eat them. They're edible too. After you're done with them, no, you don't throw it. You know, everybody's trying to pollute the ground, but you could eat them. You could do the earth a favor. You could eat them. You could do whatever you want with them. Just smoke them. Just buy them, please. Help me. I'm needy. I need money.
All right. So let's see. Let's start with Dickie this time. Dickie, are you gonna buy these like environmentally like lung safe, wonderful, like anti-cigarettes? Like, yeah, but
Oh
are
my
yours
God,
mad?
he had me laughing like I was. No, he had me laughing like I was gargling bong water. That was fucking amazing. All right, so you did a great job, Bump. You fucking asshole. You had me crack. I'm still having a hard time breathing. You know, those cigarettes are for kids, fucker. Those cigarettes are for kids. Oh. Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
All right, Randy. How do you feel about these Puritan smokes he's selling?
Well, you know, of all the cigarettes that he had to show up there, my dad smoked Lucky Strikes for 40 years. And my lungs are clogged up from Lucky Strikes. My lungs and my eyeballs, I'm up to here in Lucky Strikes. So I can't do it. I can't do it. 40 years worth of secondhand Lucky Strike smoke. Ew.
All right, we got 1 for and 1 against. So let's see. Dustin, were you ever even a smoker? What would you feel about these wonderful, like, purifying anti-cigarettes?
Well, I made it to 39 and never smoked a cigarette a day in my life, so I'm anti-smoking. However, I've seen a cigarette save Christmas. You know, Aunt Becky was about to ruin it all and step outside and contemplated life for a few minutes and came back. So, you know, maybe there's something to them.
So are you buying them? You're gonna buy them and keep them in reserve just for Aunt Becky?
Nah, she's got to get her own.
All right. So I got 1 for and 2 against your magic packs. Let's see. Malfunction, Nikki, are y'all 1 vote or 2?
1.
Yeah, we're 1 word, but I gotta say, being able to eat them motherfuckers where I snort mine.
What is happening?
I don't care. I'm fine.
All right, Phil.
Is someone crying? There's no crying.
It's Phil 66. They're selling these packs of cigarettes. What do you do? Are you buying them?
You know, I've seen a lot of cigarettes on the stream tonight. I've been craving one all night because of it, and I might have to buy this pack of Lucky Stripes. I'm craving one by this point, so yeah. Any price, I'll take it.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
So what, are we tied now? 4 and against.
It's up to Brenda. It's her game. Brenda, what's up? What's going on?
Brenda, are you buying these magic smokes? Like Puff the Magic Pack?
Oh, wait. This is not my game. This is Bacon's game, because she went off the deep end at the beginning of the game and lost me because I had pictures. I spent my time loading the pictures up. But in answer to y'all question, just because it's a game show and I love playing games and you guys at home can play the game your own way. That's the beauty of buying the deck. You don't have me telling you how to play it. So, Ms. Bacon, I am not buying the cigarettes because I quit smoking 18 years ago and God took them out my pathway. So there's no reason for me to put them back in. So I am totally not buying those.
But you can eat them.
All right, Mr. Speedbup, I am very, very sorry, but nobody wants to puff on your magic pack. Like,
I want to eat them.
You will not sell that. You.
I'll puff it.
All right, you guys. Very nicely done. Y'all give Ms. Bacon a hand for taking her first strike at the game of Sell.
Sell it.
Which is a game in the game pack that you can buy for $5 plus shipping and handling. All right, you guys. You know that new game that we play, that we played earlier. We're gonna play it again as soon as I can find a little thing. The new game is Grade Her Game. So you guys know how it works, and if you don't, I'm here to explain it. Ms. Bacon, I will give you 5 points if you can remain in the GPA of of AB range. 5 points for the AB range and 10 points if you can hang on to the honor roll with all A's, okay?
Okay. In my defense, I have only played that game like once before.
Hey, in her defense, she's only played it once. But the cool thing, Bacon, is there's no wrong way to play Sell That Skew. You can play it with photos that are included in the game deck, or you can make up your own stuff like you did. Either way is an amazing way. So who's going to be your first grader?
I'm gonna go with Randy. That's always hit or miss.
A safe old bet in Randy. Okay, Randy, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade Christy's game?
Well, I don't want to sink her boat.
Oh, thank you.
The puns continue. So even though the boat's taking on water fast, not sinking like the Titanic, really, because it took 3 hours to sink the Titanic, and it only took 5 minutes for that one. No, I'm going to give her an A.
That was a struggle bus A, but an A nonetheless. All right, Bacon, who's your next grader?
I feel like those who don't know that they should know. I'm in a sailboat. I'm like, that's why you think that. Okay. So my next grader will be Dustin. Because they played, they played the game. They know how it's supposed to go, and they know how bad I screwed it up.
All right. A,
Well,
B, C, D, or FL boom. What would you grade that game?
I'm going to give her an A, and here's why. I screwed her up because I said, ooh, have Nikki sell him, and she listened, and it did not disappoint. I think it was worth it, but it's on me. So,
well, at least he took on some accountability. He said he helped you to screw up. That's a good friend. And he gave you an A, so you're still on the honor roll, even though, it was a struggle with Randy. So who's your next grader?
We're gonna go with Phil. Help me out.
Newbie. We don't know what he's gonna do, so that's a good one. All right, Phil. A, B, C, D, or FL. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
I almost gave it an F. That was terrible, only because you had me pulling out my wallet, wanted me to buy these products. So I love the game. I gave it an A plus.
Aw, he went with the misdirection there. Why did you turn your camera off?
I didn't touch it. I don't know why it just turned off.
Okay, because she's on the high seas. But tic-tac-toe, 3 funny folks in a row. Everybody give it up for Ms. Bacon for hanging on to the honor roll, even though it was a little bit of a struggle. But who's going to be your next grader?
All right, Dickie, get your head out your ass. Don't let me down, bro.
Let's go, Dickie. A, B, C, D, or FL. Boom. That was terrible. What would you grade that game?
Well, I thought for sure that Tony was going to get a blowjob. I mean, God, the way she was looking down the dick, and if you're selling it like that, oh my God, you don't even have to be a meat man. He needs his own OnlyFans page, and he could do gay porn. He could do gay porn. I swear to God, every time he comes out of the shower with his towel in this fucking hotel room, he looks like Ron Jeremy, but skinny with a big old fucking eagle tattoo to his chest. I almost blew him. Okay, I'll suck that dick for $79.95. Lock it in.
Okay. Well, I think you got 4 enthusiastic, and everybody is definitely on your team with your performance, even though it was your first one. So who's your next grader going to be?
All right, I want to see you at Malfunction Junction and Nikki had to stay.
All right, let's check it out. Malfunction Junction and Nikki, you guys are 1 cube and give 1 grade. And I'll give her an equal of the 2. So, Tony, you go first. A, B, C, D, FL bomb. What would you grade her game?
It's such a dirty look.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in my life right now. I've heard a lot of things since it's been happening backstage, and I found out that there's a few people want to blow me, and I really know how to take it, because apparently I could prostitute, and I'd probably be good at it. So
just say no. Just say no. Just say no. All right. Well, we got an A from Malfunction Junction, even though it was a little round the way. Nikki, what would you grade that performance?
I thought it was a good time. It wasn't just Dustin. I already knew in my head because he's literally the only thing next to me right now, aside from a damn lighter, a penny, a notebook, and a pack of cigarettes. Yeah. It's gonna happen to you, so count me in on the sabotage. I'm gonna give my home dog an A because it was smooth. She rolled with it. I loved it. Come on now.
She said it was way out the way. It was my ass got sold.
All right, Bacon. Very giggly A's, but I think she's sidetracked. So you definitely squeaked in. New game player, new game, but A all the less. As long as Speed Bump doesn't sink your battleship with anything less than an A, you will stay on the honor roll. All right, Speed Bump, A, B, C, D, or F, L, boom. That was terrible. What would you grade her game?
I liked it, so I'm gonna give it an A.
How many cigarettes did you eat?
Not enough.
All right, well, y'all give it up for Bacon for hanging on to the honor roll. Her first time hosting a game, and she's out there on the pirate ship, so you know you got to give it up for that part, right? And you guys out there tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Like I said, this is Sell That Skew. I hope you guys have as much fun with your friends and family playing it as we do here on the show. All right, so actually we have come to the 2-hour cutoff, and I promised myself that I wouldn't go past 2 hours. So we are going to get straight to the end of the game, which is the shout outs. And this is where you guys are going to take 30 seconds to shout out, point score, and you're going to crown your game master. And your game master happens to be the best person you think that has played the game. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Damien, a.k.a. Dickie Headass. Go ahead, shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
Well, I got 987 points.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. I'm telling you, I've been counting for 10 months, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I got to give a shout out to Brenda Brown for turning me into a fucking addict for Sauce in the City comedy game show. I mean, I get booted off all the time. I get told what the fuck to say or not say, and thank God it's the end of the show because I can say what the fuck I want now. So big shout out to Brenda Brown, giving comedians the opportunity to do improvisational humor on a platform that looks like the old version of Hollywood fucking Squares. Fucking badass. But my golden shout out is that it's got to go to Nikki Halstead for traveling all the way out here, and I know that she's going to blow Tony. Lock it in.
Well, Damien, as always, it is a major, awesome time having you on the show. We are not going to do a green room tonight, so it has been awesome to hang out with you. I will see you on the next episode. And Randy Holton, 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I would like to shout out to Tony's Meat.
I'm definitely getting a blowjob.
Because without Tony's Meat, we wouldn't be laughing. So, Tony's Meat. Yeah!
You'll swallow every time.
And I think I got 10 points.
Okay. Well, that's better than Damien 0 because I don't know if he got 0, so we'll have to check it out later. But 10 points seems pretty high. So who are you going to crown the game master?
Game Masters is Bacon out on the high seas in Arkansas, the ocean, right in the middle of Arkansas. She's floating out there in the middle of Arkansas. She endured a hurricane and a tidal wave and a sinking to be on the show. And that's dedication right there.
It definitely is. Okay. I am in agreement with you, Randy. I think, her dedication to the show is bar none the best I've seen in some time. Damien, go home. We are not having a green room. We will see you on the next episode. All right, Randy, we will see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to get some rest and eat something. So I will see y'all in the main chat later on. All right, Speed Bump. 30 seconds to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I had 5 points.
Okay. Woo! Good for you. All right, you at least made it on the board. Okay.
I would like to give my shout out to you, Miss Brenda. Happy birthday once again. I know I said it at the beginning, but happy birthday. I would like to, support, shout out to everybody on the panel, like I always do. And my dungeon master would have to go to Nikki.
Why Nikki?
Because I liked participating in the sell that, and I liked her selling. Oh no, that wasn't Nikki. That was bacon. I want bacon.
Oh, okay, bacon. Okay. Well, as always, Speed Bump, thank you so much for coming to hang out for another episode. We couldn't have made a better adoption plan with you. I will see you in the chats. We're not doing a green room, so we will see you on the next episode.
Good night, Miss Brenda and everybody.
Good night. All right, Bacon. 30 seconds to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I'm going to shout everybody out. Like, Phil, you did really great. I enjoyed having you. Nikki, Malfunction, y'all were hilarious. Selling, Dickie's Dirty Meats. And she's going to come get me, and we're all going to go sell Dickie's Dirty Meats. Randy, thank you so much for trying to help with the signal booster. Thank my homie, Philip, who I call him my Philly cheesesteak. He let me borrow the sailboat so I could be somewhere and have privacy and connection and everything. And I had 5 points, and my game master is you, Brenda. Like, happy birthday. You got 2 more days. It's all about to drop, and without you, none of this would even be a thing, and you're a genius. Like, thank you so much just for letting me be a part of it. Like Dickie said, this is addictive. I love that you have this whole improv thing out here where we can get out here and shine, and appreciate you, and happy birthday, bitch.
Well, thank you so very much. I'm going to really enjoy my birthday, and thank you for all the gifts, all the media, all the clips, all the flyers, all the photos, all the everything. I couldn't be right here without you. Stay tuned for more. We're not doing a green room tonight, so I will see you on the next episode and probably call you tomorrow when I'm bored and have nothing to do. All right, Malfunction Junction and Nikki. I'm keeping this episode, and y'all name the first one after me, but 60 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master. Let's go.
Well, I'd like to first shout out to the fucking audacity of these goddamn motorists behind me. We're on top of a fucking mountain. Do you hear me? That's out of fucking. That's uncalled for. It's like they know we're out here doing shit, and they're just listen to that. Fuck you guys, and you're
listening.
That's what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And I've got 10 points somehow by the miracle of Jesus, my fucking short ass cocktail sausage. And however it is, this goddamn long right here, by God, it's worth the price.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that leg up there. It's the third one, and I like it. Game Master's got to go to Nikki. She played off of me really, really, really good, and made me feel like a proud whore. And for your birthday, I haven't told you happy birthday because it's not your birthday, and I know it's probably a big deal for your whatever, but there's something special for you on your birthday, and it's not a fucking Temu invite. You're safe. Don't worry.
It's a sausage, Brenda. You better run while you can.
No, it's actually a song. I'm going to sing to you.
Listen.
I'll let you guys handle the meat section, but again, it was great having the both of you. This is what I always envisioned for a twosome, in one square. I mean, just before anybody sends me hate messages, this is not a Diddy party. We we did not. Yes, everything is of free will, and I don't want them catching this video and going, "You are using your business and your enterprise for racketeering." And I am not doing that. I am not doing nothing but having a great show. So thank you guys for Nikki for driving way over there, and you guys are gonna light it up 1 week from now at the very first open mic game night out in Tennessee. So I have very high hopes for all three of you, and I will be looking, listening, and keeping my fingers crossed. Okay. I will see you guys on the next episode. All right, Dustin. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
Well, I always want to shout out my lovely wife. Shout out to you, Brenda. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Shout out to Christy for not getting arrested by the Coast Guard today. Shout out to Randy for not saying boobs. Shout out to Damien for not cussing in the intro. Shout out to Phil for not dropping out and leaving us.
Running away.
Right. Shout out to Speed Bump for hosting. Tony and his meat sales. And then Nikki's my golden shout out. That was great, girl. You didn't say biscuits, but you had me going.
The biscuits is the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her voice is golden. I swear I'm going to create my own version of Fat Albert and the Junkyard Gang, except for my friends are going to be comedians, but we're going to hang out in the junkyard and do the same thing. So you guys are going to be awesome. Shout out to you, Dustin. Thank you for coming by and sharing another one of your nights with us. And we wouldn't have it any other way. Zanies, I see on your shirt that you have there. So very cool. Shout out to them. Love that club. Love what they do. And we hopefully will be seeing you in your area very soon. So we will see you on the next episode. All right, Phil, you've seen how it's done. 30 seconds on the clock to to shout out, point score, and crown your game master of the night.
Okay, cool. I got 5 points, I believe. I hope I didn't miss any points, but I know for sure I at least got 5 points. I want to shout out everybody for being so welcoming, so funny. I loved it. I had a lot of good laughs tonight and had a lot of fun, which I was looking forward to, because I love playing games. And shout out to you, Miss Brenda. Happy early birthday. I hope it's a great one. And I guess I would deem the game master as Bacon for being on the boat and doing this. That's dedication, and I respect that a lot. Because I would just be sleeping on the boat or something, but that's cool. So I gotta give the Bacon.
All right. Shout out to Ms. Bacon. I'm sure she's out there clapping her little hands and turning flips. You are the last one in the studio, but because you are our newbie, I get to ask you 3 bonus questions that we get to ask all the newbies that come across the stream. So are you ready for yours?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, did you have a good time?
I had an excellent time. I loved it so much. So yeah, big time.
Okay, very cool. Question number 2, of all the games we played tonight, which one was your favorite?
Ooh, Probably the sell that SKU. Is that what it was called? SKU?
Absolutely. Sell
Yeah.
that skew.
That was good. That was a fun improv game. That one makes you like really think fast on your feet. I was kind of worried about that if that got to me, but I was like, this would be fun. So I like that one a lot.
Well, guess what? 60 seconds on the clock.
Oh no.
I want you to pick up the thing nearest to you on your left. And rest of the cast that's not here, if you're in the comments, go ahead and put it in. But sell that skew.
All right. So on the left, all I have is this dog right here. So if you want this dog, honestly, I love this dog a lot. So I would have to price her at like $1 billion, but she is very well mannered. She doesn't pee in the house. She doesn't poop in the house. You can move her any way you want. She doesn't do anything. See? She doesn't care. You do anything you want with her. You take off her collar. You can put it on your head. Nothing. Doesn't get it off. Doesn't know what she's doing. You put blankets on her face. She doesn't move. She's great. So $1 billion for this dog. Yeah.
Time is up. That was awesome. See, you didn't think you would do well, but you did really great. I would buy the dog. I want to be a dog owner again one day. So very nicely done. Okay, so now that you played it, do you still like the game?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I won't sell my dog, but I do love it.
Okay. Well, question number 3, most important to us. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Okay. Will you come back and join us for another episode?
Yeah, of course. I don't know how soon I'll be able to, but I definitely want to do this again. So, like, hopefully we can keep in contact on Facebook Messenger, if that's cool.
Actually, you'll be dumped into the main group for the show, and then you just amalgamate to the show. So you'll see how it's done. But we will see you down in Columbia, South Carolina, very soon, out there with Joel D. And when you see us on the screen out there, just make sure that you that you watch and tune in, and now you get to say some of the people on the show. Hopefully it would have been your face, because these videos are going to be playing in that bar, the one that you did the show in. So the videos will be playing in that bar. So we hope you come back for a few more episodes so that the folks in there will know like it's a whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's going to be very cool because, see, you know what that bar looks like. I don't. So you know how much cooler that this is going to look than I know. All I know is it's going to be cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in South Carolina. Let me know when you're down here.
Absolutely. Well, there's no green room, so we will see you on the next episode. We enjoyed having you, and we look forward to the next time. So I would like to shout out to all of the people who are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. Everybody out in the audience. Matt Timney, you tickle me. You are just too funny for words. Tyler Trahan, so Speed Bump went to the audience. So he says, much love, you guys. I had a blast as usual. I think he means a blast. And that's great. Let's see. He said, back of the line. Oh, there's Mr. Yamkowski. Hey, Yammers. And he says, have a great night. Thank you so much. But hang on, y'all, so that I can thank everybody who tuned in. Funny Man Green, shout out. He says, Hallmark card. It's a boy for now. Zach No Breaks Estrada says, not so pretty, not so woman. Ooh, ouch, boom. You guys are out there chatting, and thank you so much for tuning in. Christina McComb says, okay, I'll be back, guys. Jeremy's got to drive me home. I live about 15 minutes away. See y'all soon. Well, shout out to you, Christine McCombs. And I saw a comment earlier that said, if Brenda would yell at me, I would cry. I would never yell at you. Why? Because I don't think that you would do the things to me that some folks do. I won't mention any names. But my finger is tired of scrolling. So shout out to all of you who tuned into the show. It really is a great time, and I get to do it one more year because of you guys. So, sobriety, says Funny Man Green. So yeah, let me show you guys what we've been up to, because in 48 hours, I will be another year older, and this is my birthday party. So just a short story, because you guys are still tuning in. So a short story is, on my boop birthday, so I'll just say last year on my birthday, my friends, quote unquote, a big old birthday party. And I was like, you guys are really going to throw me a big old birthday party? And I was so excited. I got ready. I got my clothes out, got my hair done, got my eyelashes did. I did everything. And it came to my birthday, and there was bupkis. So this year I have decided to throw my own birthday party, which is the Open Mic Comedy Game Night. That's right, y'all. Out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The address here, let me go ahead and tell you guys the address, which is 5006 South Maryland Parkway, cubicle 17, I guess. I don't know, but business 17. Suite 17. That's what they would say. Suite 17. All right, Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you guys are out here, please come down, have some fun. We're going to be playing for chicken fingers. That's right, chicken fingers and chicken wings. We are playing for food, and it's going to be a really awesome night. So if you are out here, come by. It is free, no charge, and we're gonna have $5 birthday shots, y'all. And that's basically any and all the liquor on the bottom shelf mixed into a glass, and we are going to hope for the best. I'm hoping that I wake up the next day not remembering what has happened. If you guys want to play this at home with your own family and friends, the decks are on sale now. All you guys have to do is hit me up. They are $5 plus shipping and handling, estimated about $5 or estimated about $10 per pack for the handling part. Okay, I want to get them out there to you in one piece. And yeah, all you guys have to do is inbox me or comment on this video. They come with games and collector cards. So the collector cards are the folks that you've seen on the stream tonight. You can see a little bit better photo of them. So each pack contains one collector card, and your goal is to collect all 10 of them. All right, including mine. I even have one. See, that's me right there in the middle, right there. See, with the little hair bow. So that is my card, and you guys can collect all 10 of these. If you want to do something for me for my birthday, please, please, please buy these decks of cards, because you will be supporting all of the comedians on the show. We cannot do this without you guys. We've been doing a good job, up until now, but I bet my retirement on you guys will have just as much fun with this game as I do. Well, that is it for me tonight. My name is Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. I really appreciate you guys all tuning in, and I am out of here. Time for me to go get some slippy sleep. Here we go.
Here we go. You know what? I know Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
Yeah.